see me, I look like Bucks. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, You pay fees for my big show. In Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She 808. She 808. She 808. She 808.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You look at this Colt defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Fielded at the 33. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Off play action, Richardson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Downs going in motion right. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
His 11th touchdown of the year.
and the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts. Because
Touchdown, Bengals! A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
when you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Downs going in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he fires one incomplete. The Bengals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Brad Robbins now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now it's Richardson.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
11. Gun. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Thomas. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
This will be caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be touched down here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with an amazing diving catch. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he works free. Still going. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This pass left side to Downs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
19
In motion left is Mitchell. Richardson to throw off play action. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. And shedding through the tackle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adonai Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Colts, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the...
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Third and 9 here. Richardson looking to throw this. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here we go, here we
go.
go.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Back to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On 2, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
12, 12, 12. Dot.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kyron Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from capturing the lead. McPherson on for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
Breaks a tackle.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Richardson looking to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. But how about this, a fake?
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books.
At the 47-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Gun. Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
It's caught. Mitchell. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson, 33 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Richardson will throw for it.
Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Burrow will throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 51 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's with sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. man, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Richardson to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. This is 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Stop.
To throw, Burrow. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come to the line. This is third and 3. Burrow. And that's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 right. And go.
Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Now a give to Taylor.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New